This week's extreme weather has brought with it the arrival of winter, and Dunedin residents are pondering what the forecast has in store. Tonight, Raineffects director Dave Stewart joins us to shed some light on the situation. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening.
And the weekend's cold front came as a surprise, did it really?
The vigorous nature of the one on Saturday came as a surprise. It was wild, and most people won't have seen that sort of thing before, because it just came in, and the wind went from sort of nothing to storm force in the space of a few minutes.
Yes,
temperature dropped about 10 degrees, and rain. There was hail, there was snow, there was everything came with it, and yeah, so that one was very unusual. We don't normally get them that vigorous, but then the next one on Sunday that brought the snow, we knew it was coming. Particularly cold for this time of the year. Not normally would we have snow down to sea level this time of the year.
This early in the season, in May, snow at sea level, is that indicative?
Well, no, it's not indicative. It's just a cold southerly outbreak that was particularly cold, came straight up from the sub-Antarctic regions, and it was cold. Sometimes these cold ones come through, but they don't have much moisture because they're so cold they can't hold moisture. But this one, I think, was undercutting some moist air coming down from the north, and that's why it dumped out snow and rain and you name it.
Do you think Dunedin, and I know that I'm trying to ask you to put wings on a goat here, but do you think Dunedin will see a lot more rain and snow this winter?
Well, the longer term predictions are that we should have a slightly milder winter than average.
Okay.
Normal sort of rain, whatever that might mean, but I assume normal is sort of average, and temperatures just that little bit better. We are expecting to see cold outbreaks like this from time to time, and that's just the nature of the winter. If it's slightly milder, now and again there'll be a real polar southerly blast like we've had. It may not be quite so cold. The one coming in on Wednesday, for a Thursday, is not going to be so cold as this last one that we just had.
Shifting focus now, a few weeks ago, storage levels in the hydro lakes around Otago were quite low. Any insight on how they're looking now?
Yeah, well, the likes of Te Anau and Manapuri were down at their minimum levels. They're now over full, so there's water being dumped out of there, so there's tons of water down there. Wanaka, Hawea and Wakatip. Well, Wanaka and Wakatip uncontrolled, but they were quite low, but they've more than doubled their outflow, more than doubled it. And Hawea has come up a metre or two, but it's still quite low. When you get to the main ones like Pukaki, Pukaki's come up nearly 3 metres in this last month, and it was looking dodgy at the end of April, but it's now looking like there'll be no problems at all through the winter. Right,
so there should be enough rain to keep levels up and are electricity prices steady over winter?
Yes. Yeah,
outstanding.
There should be, because there's another big burst of rain coming later this week up in there, so the inflows will be pretty good again.
Dave Stewart from Raineffects, thank you so very much indeed for coming in.
My pleasure.